Hey, everybody.
Welcome to West Wing Week.
Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, the President continued to preview some of the big ideas that he'll propose in his State of the Union address on January 20th.
That's how we roll.
He made announcements on education and cybersecurity and access to reliable broadband internet across the country. For all of you who just can't bear to wait till the State of the Union, this one's for you. That's January 9th to January 15th, or the little circle thing.
You know what it feels like when you don't have a good internet connection, right? Everything's buffering, you're trying to download a video, you got that little circle thing, it goes around and around, it's really aggravating.
On Community College Friday, the President, Vice President, and Dr. Biden traveled to Pellissippi State Community College in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Good luck in America. Dr. Biden, you're going to do great. Okay, I can tell.
Thanks for having us.
There, the President unveiled his America's College Promise proposal to make 2 years of community college free for every hardworking student in America, inspired by new programs in Tennessee and Chicago.
Today, I'm announcing an ambitious new plan to bring down the cost of community college tuition in America. I want to bring it down to zero.
Then he stopped by Techmer Polymer Modifiers in nearby Clinton, Tennessee. The President and Vice President spent some time admiring a 3D printed replica of a Ford Shelby Cobra, which went from design to fully printed parts in 24 hours. There, the President announced a new manufacturing hub, a public-private partnership that will invest in the cutting-edge technology of composite materials. On Privacy Monday, the President traveled to the offices of the Federal Trade Commission in Washington, D.C. He outlined his plan to tackle identity theft and protect the privacy of consumers, families, and students in this age of bits and bytes, zeros and ones.
We pioneered the internet, but we also pioneered the Bill of Rights.
Hello, gentlemen.
And for a brief respite from all the big policy announcements, the President met with the very tall San Antonio Spurs.
So nice to see you. We miss you at the Bulls. And my shot's so broke. You couldn't think.
The team made history by winning their 5th NBA championship title in the past 15 years. The President kicked off his Tuesday with a bipartisan meeting of 20 or so leaders from Capitol Hill.
Hello, everybody.
And then, in honor of Cybersecurity Tuesday, the President announced plans to tackle cybersecurity threats head-on.
You are in the heart of cybersecurity.
Establishing consistent standards for companies to communicate with law enforcement that will strengthen the cyber defenses of the United States.
Are they wearing the suits every day? No, sir. I didn't think so. Brought them yesterday. I just wanted to make sure.
On Broadband Wednesday, the President traveled to Cedar Falls, Iowa, a town of just 40,000 people that actually has faster internet broadband access than San Francisco, New York, and Washington, D.C. Inspired by Iowa's Gigabit City, the President announced his plan to increase access to affordable, high-speed broadband all across the country.
Today, tens of millions of Americans have only one choice for that next generation broadband. So they're pretty much at the whim of whatever internet provider is around. We've got laws on the books that stamp out competition and make it really difficult for communities to provide their own broadband the way you guys are. So today I'm saying we're going to change that. Enough's enough.
On paid leave Thursday, the President took a short trip to Charm City. That's right, that's Baltimore, Maryland, to attend the Senate Democratic Issues Conference. But first, he sat down to lunch at Charmington's Cafe with 3 working families to talk through his plan to support more middle-class Americans through his paid sick leave initiative.
Pretend I'm not here.
So stay engaged with us online, and remember to check out the live enhanced version of the President's State of the Union address on Tuesday, January 20th, right here at whitehouse.gov. And thanks again for checking out this edition of your West Wing Week.
It helps having this guy, right? This guy's been helpful?
Yeah, he's been helpful.
Congratulations, Tim. What a great career, man.
Thanks, sir.
He doesn't seem like he's getting older, though, except for the hair. He just keeps on playing.
Body hurts too.
I know that.